Welcome back to Alabama Tech. It's officially football season, and the Sentinels will be spending Labor Day weekend in Clemson, South Carolina. Hot dogs and hamburgers won't be the only things getting grilled this weekend. Getting to Death Valley, however, might be an even bigger challenge than facing off against the top-ranked Tigers. Due to a mismanagement of funds by a certain ex-administrator, our very expensive equipment trailer will also be hauling the players to our destination. Here's to hoping Clemson's check doesn't bounce. Clemson coming in with 99s across the board, which does not spell good news for our Alabama Tech Sentinels. Unfortunately, it means we'll probably be seeing their coked out, crazed looking Tiger dancing on the sidelines quite a bit. So let's just go ahead and get into it. And it looks like Alabama Tech is 2 for 2 on the season on coin tosses. That might be the only win we get today. That said, we are going to play defense first. And let's see if we can't get this kickoff going a little to the right and hopefully inbounds. And it looks like Clemson, unlike in real life, will have Justin Ross on their roster to lean on. Come on, guys. Just breaking tackles left and right. That might be the single most tragic play I have ever seen our defense try to defend. And that's saying something. And an easy walk into the end zone by Kobe Pace. Just a beeline to Chad Jackson. I expect a lot of pain out of this matchup. And Chris Newberry gets 3 yards. And that one was swatted away. And a very inaccurate pass from Brian West is going to kill this drive. Let's see if we can't kick this one low to the ground and get a nice bounce. And no hang time gave us not a whole lot to work with. And Clemson just ping-pongs around us, rolling this over. Shoulder tackles aren't going to get us anywhere in this league. If nothing else, our defense ought not be tired by the end of this game, because it sure does not seem like even the bare minimal amount of effort has been put into this. Let's go ahead and take the knee. There we go. Get you 4 yards, Brian. And we got a first down. Let's see if we can't sneak a screen in. Not if you let a defensive lineman go untouched right up the middle. Throwing up the 50-50 ball. Oh, but couldn't come down with it. This is where you just trust your playmaker to go up there and make a play.
Bruh.
I really need to start kicking this out of bounds. Because we are doing very little to stop their return game. Not that we're doing much to stop them in general, but the point still stands. We force DJ Uiagalelei to throw the errant pass. And we come down with the sack. Can we get the stop on 3rd down? And we stopped them. Folks, that's a miracle if I've ever seen one. I think we're going to be able to return this one. Not very far, but a return is a return. So far, only the option has really given us any kind of positive results, so we may as well stick with it. Come on. That's 3 yards. And we lose what 3 yards we previously gained. Brian West just throwing it into a completely wrong zip code. And couldn't get the stop there. Oh, left my coverage zone. This is why I don't like playing linebacker. I just don't trust myself. And a simple drag route ruins our chances of a stop there. There you go, Chad, take a knee. No need to get yourself hurt. I think it's time to implement last week's strategy and just let this clock run. That was the wrong call. Yeah, since I turned the play images off, I completely forgot that I just audibled into slants. And we're not gonna get anything there. We're gonna let this clock run all the way down. I guess I need to start putting a little more angle onto my punts. We're gonna keep them from returning. And managed to hold him to only a modest gain there. We are going to take that into the second quarter. And he's got all day to throw. I think it's time to start getting a little more aggressive on our defense. Come on, you got him. Come on, can we get them? Oh, we've got no answers. At this point, I'm not even sure how we managed to force them to punt on that one series. Smart move there by Jackson. And a loss of 1 yard on that play. There we go. We're just not holding any kind of blocks. Brian DeAngelis gets the 9-yard reception for the first down. That's going to keep the clock rolling just a little while longer and getting this game over just a little bit sooner. And Chris Newberry gets stuffed at the line. And a fumble is going to kill that drive off. That is 2 fumbles on the season by Chris. Come on, Paul. There you go. Somehow he just throws the ball from one side of the field to the other and still manages the first down. And again, that sweep to the outside just burns us again. Take the touchback. I did not do a very good job of killing clock on that last drive. And again, Chris Newberry did not do a very good job of protecting the ball on that last drive. Let's see if we can catch him off guard with a draw. Hold up, 1 yard? What about forward progress? Just swatted it right out of DeAngelis' hands. Let's kill as much clock as we can. And we forced the incompletion, a rarity in this game. We go 5 wide. And the QB keeper is going to go all the way to the house. Alright, let's actually take this one out. And Donald Robertson gets blasted by a heat-seeking missile. Come on, John. He hit you right in the hands. Oh, Corey, not you too. Didn't even reach up and try to get it. 3 up, 3 down. What? Ugh. No, I can't do it. Let's just try to get the stop here. Or let one get sailed right over to the tight end. If I didn't know any better, I'd say he lined up in our own backfield. I certainly hope they put in the second and third string in at halftime. And our best returns so far. And Chris Newberry gets bounced around. Todd Odom gets clotheslined. Let's go ahead and take this clock all the way down. That'll give us the first down. There you go, Todd. There you go, Todd. Fight for that first down. Just couldn't quite skim over the top. How was that not a pass interference? I think it's time to attempt our first Hail Mary of the season. What do you say? Or we could just get sacked to take us into halftime. So here we are at halftime, and it is not a pretty picture. In fact, I think Clemson has scored on at least every other play that they have run so far, except for one miraculous series where we managed to hold them to a punt. Our total time of possession, naturally, is going to be much greater than Clemson's. However, that is because we just cannot manage to stop them when they are on offense. So far, we have 32 total yards, and at this rate, normally I would have something positive to say about what we can build on, but it doesn't look like we're going to be able to have much that we can learn from this venture. At this point, let's just see if we can't get out of this with 0 injuries. And I believe we will take this one out. Chad Jackson just got rocked. Come on, Brian. There you go. Get you a first down. Hopefully, now that Clemson's accumulated a 49-point lead, we can catch them sleeping. Or Chris Newberry could catch those hands. And that one was red all the way. There you go, John. A nice 9-yard reception helps us in no way at this current moment. And at this point, I think we are going to forego any illusions that we can hold them, even if we do punt the ball. You know, I really thought that middle was about to open up. And I don't know what I did there. I panicked. I didn't give Brian the opportunity to succeed. I set him up for failure, and I own that one. Come on, Lewis. And still couldn't keep them from scoring. Chris, can't run side to side, my man. That will technically go down as an incompletion. Attaboy, Corey. What a snag. And they snuffed that one out from the beginning. see if we can get one over the top. Just can't hold anybody long enough to get open. And the lateral was a bad idea. Yeah, I'm not going to give it to them, despite what I said earlier. There we go. No return on that one. And the deep ball goes nowhere. DJ Uyongawale just absolutely disrespected my man there. And they popped us over the top, as I figured they would. But sometimes you just gotta risk it for the biscuit. 9-yard gain on that pass. I think my man's brain just shut down because it's like he had the interception and just stopped. And their fans are having a grand old time on their opening game of the season. I probably didn't need to take that one out. And we got the completion for a loss of 2. Fortunately, that one was too low to be intercepted. And Cox couldn't come down with it. Can in good conscience go for it on 4th here. So how about I just give it to them about 5 yards ahead. And again, the jet sweep just ruining my day. I think it's time to just run this ball into the ground and get this on into the 4th quarter. And folks, I think it's time to call the cops, because this is a murder. It's just a travesty. And honestly, they can't hurt us any more than they already are, so we may as well try to get something out of it. Or Brian West can just close his eyes and throw the ball. And that's going to be another 6 points. At this rate, I suspect Clemson will break an NCAA record. Wait, scratch that. Georgia Tech holds that record. 2 plays, 17 seconds. Somebody get FEMA on the line. I'm pretty sure this should qualify as a federal disaster. And a 1-yard loss there, but that will get the clock rolling. Let's try the toss sweep. Or it's like our lead blocker wasn't even there. There you go, Chris. I'll make it at least a little easier on our punt. And look at all that space he's got to work with. Chad Jackson just got stood up. And just like that, our side coverage is garbage. I don't know what to do. What? Why were you not throwing the bubble screen, Brian? I don't understand what just happened. but I know what happened there. And Brian gives us a little bit of a chance there for fourth down. And despite what I think I know about running the read option, I apparently know nothing. Good shed off the block there. And finally was able to catch him from behind, something we've not done all day. On. Oh boy, let me tell you, this is going to be a painful one to edit. At this point, just run it in a straight line. I mean, you literally cannot do any worse. Alright, you just gotta kill 1 minute and 39 seconds. It'll all be over soon. Just one more play. Chris Newberry just got earholed. And that will do it here in Clemson, South Carolina.
Fatality.
I've played a fair bit of NCAA in my lifetime. I do believe that has got to be the absolute worst defeat I have ever experienced. And thanks to my illustrious scheduling, next week doesn't get any better. And here is where I would display our stats, if we had any. Unfortunately, the best we could hope for is that we held the opponent under 300 passing yards, which of course is not an achievement in any fashion. I'm not sure what exactly I could have even done differently. We had an opportunity to try to actually get some first downs. I'm not even sure if we made it past the 50-yard line. But if you can't catch a pass, if you can't hold a block, you can't expect it to not end up anything remotely like a 91-point blowout. Hopefully we can pitch that early playing time to our future recruits. We had 6 total first downs, 50 total yards of offense, and 1 turnover. And with that, let's go ahead and advance to the next week and set our eyes towards Gainesville. As we take a quick look on our recruiting board, going into week 3, we've moved quarterback Sean Wilson up into the second slot here, just so we can better follow his recruitment, as Andy Waddell has shown some slumpage in his scouting, whereas Sean has shown quite an improvement. It's going to be a tough battle trying to decide if we should continue recruiting Andy Waddell, the 3-star, or go all in on Sean Wilson. Scott Burns, we have maintained our lead. However, in our scouting, we have determined that he is indeed a certified gem, and so we will be hoping to maintain his recruitment at all costs. Also, we have moved up ever so slightly in Ryan Russell's recruitment, but because he scouted just a little bit less than what we had hoped for, we put him just another slot down. We still lead for our top cornerback, Jesse Chapman. Also, we moved Aaron Cooper, the outside linebacker JUCO prospect, who is a 68 overall as a 1-star prospect, and we are squarely in the lead for him, so we have decided to bump him up in the pecking order of our recruitment board. We also lead more for Philip Pratt. His scouting has been mostly up and down. We still have Adam Butler, Tyrone Justice, Kenny Dukes, Rob Pino, and just hovering down toward the bottom, a guard prospect, Luke Daniels, who has moved up a little bit in our board. We're throwing the kitchen sink at Adam Butler, Tyrone Justice, because we lead for Kenny Dukes. We're still keeping a modest amount of points on him, but we can spare some of those points elsewhere. We're going full court press on Rob Pino to try to take the lead that Buffalo has. Texas San Antonio still leads for Rob Thomas. However, we're hoping to close that gap here soon. Kevin Ross, we also still have a lead for, as well as Joel McFarland, and as well as Daniel Harvey. So Luke Daniels, Zach Williams, Corey Long, and Lewis Harris are all potential drop candidates. Daniels takes the 16 slot, as we do not have the scholarships for him, but should we have to remove someone from the board, he will be the next man up. Additionally, Zach Williams and Lewis Harris both have scholarships offered to them. However, they will be the first two cut from our list, and as well as possibly Corey Long, whom we are dragging behind Texas State. Elsewhere, we have Russell Williams, Micah Davis, Kyle Nelson, William Davis, Bobby Olson, Josh Steele, Jason Leak, and Craig Fisher, all on our boards, but we are not pursuing them quite as heavily. Horrendous, nightmarish, appalling. I'm not sure there's a word in the English dictionary to describe what we just witnessed. What I can tell you is that a game was played. We'll hit the drawing board next week and hopefully craft a better game plan as we go up against the Florida Gators. If you stuck it out with me through this atrocity, I commend you. And if you found any entertainment in this video, all I ask is that you thread the needle toward the subscribe button and float one out to the notification bell for a gain of 1 new video every time there's a new upload. Well, that's all the puns and time that I've got for today, so until next time, I've been Joseph, the Cruit'n Finger of Doom, and we'll see you soon.